的啤酒便宜吧？我卖你还能挣7块，运费1块8，成本就2毛。就是不，先来点这个我奶破粉条，剩下的麦芽粉。哎，够了，就都火。第二步，再加点食用酒精。啤酒不是白酒，喷2下就行，有味儿啊就行了，别喝到嘴里像凉白开。第3步，听说好大哥喜欢泡过足的，咱就加点这柠檬酸吧和小苏打。哎呀，这好啊！哎呦，整多了。第4步，这可是精髓啊！啤酒香精，快看，像不像你印象当中的那个进口啤酒？真好啊！
The video presenter has shed light on the trickeries of counterfeit beer production, a well-guarded secret within the food and beverage industry. This freshly brewed fake beer is predominantly sold at roadside barbecue stalls, bars, and night markets. During the May Day holiday this year, street food stalls in Zibo, Shandong Province became wildly popular across the country. Lamb skewers paired with draft beer is a standard combination. It's hard to estimate how many of these concocted beers were consumed by throngs of tourists. Speaking of lamb skewers, they might not even be made of lamb. According to insiders in China, many skewers are made from a mixture of pork or duck meat with mutton fat, seasoned and marinated, then grilled and sprinkled with cumin and chili powder. After a few beers, even a food identification expert would struggle to tell whether it's lamb or pork. Yet this is still considered ethical compared to some practices that push the envelope even further. Some unscrupulous vendors have been known to use cat meat as a substitute for lamb. Not just counterfeit liquor and meat, the Chinese market is also inundated with gutter oil, expired foods, and low-quality counterfeit products, making it hard for consumers to guard against. In recent years, with the rise of online shopping and group buying platforms, unscrupulous Chinese merchants have been innovating in fraud and deception to reap huge profits. Today, we'll go through some of these cunning methods to get rich. It will surely be an eye-opener and turn your understanding upside down. However, we would like to stress that our intention is merely to expose these industry fraud secrets and offer insights on how to discern them. Please do not imitate these practices. 1. Counterfeit liquor. Counterfeit liquor is rampant in China. Aside from the aforementioned mixed beers, the main counterfeits are high-end baijiu, or Chinese distilled liquor, and imported wines. Let's unveil the secrets behind liquor counterfeiting in the industry. Maotai is China's top-tier baijiu, with an ordinary bottle costing several thousand yuan. Due to its high price, it has attracted rampant counterfeiting. The following video reveals the manufacturing process of counterfeit Maotai.
首先，82年的纯净水打底注意了，再准备一瓶从茅台镇买回来的食用酒精，这突出的就是同根不同源，1:1倒就是50度，多到1点就是53度。然后就是酒花香精，酒花浓密还是好的，就是自然看的，1点低就够了，要不喝到嘴里像肥皂水。第3步也是最精髓的，上色，这1滴10年，这锅炖4碗，要是2滴下去，少说50年起。
To combat this, the Maotai distillery has come up with various measures, such as intricate cap designs and the embedding of anti-counterfeit chips with unique identification codes into the caps. However, never underestimate the inventiveness of counterfeiters. No matter how hard the Maotai distillery tries, they can't completely eliminate imitation. The next video reveals how a genuine bottle of Maotai can be switched out for a counterfeit one. Moreover, counterfeiters exploit the loopholes of Maotai's official measures, recycle genuine Maotai chips, and implant them onto counterfeit Maotai caps. They insert self-made counterfeit chips into fake liquor, tricking consumers into believing they've passed Maotai's anti-counterfeit traceability system verification through NFC phone authentication. Therefore, consumers unfamiliar with Maotai's anti-counterfeit system easily fall prey. Another category of counterfeited alcohol is wine, especially expensive imported wines, which are most frequently faked. Unscrupulous merchants not only substitute inferior products for good ones, but also directly use their own poor quality wines to imitate high-end imported wines. The following video explains their counterfeiting process.
找一个国内快倒闭的葡萄园，几毛钱一斤的葡萄，碾碎成渣，15天就出酒，然后装到罐子里，大海上飘上那么几天。找欧洲的朋友3毛钱买一个标，好像叫什么 VCE 什么玩意儿啊？对，就是这个。听说他们流浪汉还挺爱喝，毕竟才1欧元。万事俱备，只欠东风。先把海上漂了半个月的葡萄汁儿给它取回来，在国内设计一个高端包装，名字是越响越好。
In recent years, many Chinese businessmen have shown great interest in investing in foreign wineries, and many of these small wineries have turned into channels for counterfeit alcohol. In 2019, a case was investigated in Fuqing, Fujian province, where a winery was caught selling counterfeit wine, generating almost 5 million yuan in profits. This counterfeit wine, colloquially termed nightclub wine, is made by blending high-quality wines with a certain proportion of low-quality ones. This type of wine has a similar taste to genuine foreign wines, making it difficult to distinguish, yet its cost is only half, or even a third, of the authentic counterparts. Starting in 2015, this winery gradually stocked up on well-known foreign alcohol such as Chivas, Hennessy, Royal Salute, Martell, etc. These nightclub wines were mainly sold to various bars, nightclubs, KTVs, and other entertainment venues in Fuqing. However, the bottles on display and sold in their shops were still from legitimate channels. It wasn't until someone reported the winery that they were investigated for counterfeit. In fact, the primary channels for selling counterfeit branded wines are entertainment venues such as bars, nightclubs, KTVs, and then some hotels, night markets, and food stalls. Reports suggest that in Xiamen, out of 10 bars and nightclubs surveyed, 9 were suspected of selling counterfeit foreign alcohol. Of course, the owners of these venues know they're buying fake alcohol, but because of the cheap prices and the prospect of massive profits, they eagerly stock them. Moving on to artificially enhanced food production, let's look at how a delicious-looking dish of potatoes and beef stew is prepared.
有可能都是我们饭店这样的，加了大量保水剂的合成牛肉哦。这种牛肉里面是一包水，用手一捏，这牛肉都变得稀碎。首先出水，出完水这个肉就变紧实了。再起锅烧油，给生姜下入煸炒，给一块红油火锅底料，八角、桂皮、香叶、白芷丢进去炒香，然后加水。因为这种牛肉没有什么牛肉味，所以一定要放一勺牛肉香精粉，这样牛味嘎的一下就起来了。
Next, we'll see how the popular crossing the bridge rice noodles are made using various additives.
首先煲里放一半水烧热，接着丢点科技鱼丸子片，再来点红油火锅底料，接着大骨龙汤煲搞里，清水秒变大骨龙汤，再放入鲜香骨汤王。忘了这玩意儿了，真的是汤鲜味美。接着再放入过桥米线专用的一种含有增鲜剂、增香剂的狠货，接着再放入满盖飘香油，就是一滴香，让你老远就能闻到这个香味，馋死你。接着放点千张丝、豆芽子，泡好的米线丢里面，小白菜来一点，一起煮个2分钟。
Although these food products taste good, frequent consumption can be harmful to health. Next, we'll discuss the purchase and sale of food nearing or past its expiration date. Let's first watch this video.
这个东西都喝过吗？2毛钱一瓶的这个东西，2毛钱一瓶的七喜，4月9号过期。你说卖5毛钱一瓶，有人买吗？你眼前这2拍子货，就是你在自助餐里能无限畅饮的饮料，或者是社区团购平台每人限购1单的促销品。不论品牌，不论规格，这还有500毫升的，全部都是2毛钱，2毛钱一瓶。
Near expiration stores have started appearing in China in recent years, primarily selling food that's nearing its shelf life. This generally refers to food with a remaining shelf life of 3 to 6 months, and in some cases, only 1 to 2 months. Because these products are approaching the end of their shelf life, manufacturers are willing to clear inventory at very low prices. Most goods in these stores cost only half or even a third of supermarket prices. This trend indirectly reflects the current economic situation in China. With widespread unemployment and salary cuts, people are looking to save money, particularly when it comes to buying snacks for themselves. Near-expiration stores meet this need, making them extremely popular in the past couple of years. These stores are usually located in smaller cities and towns with lower consumption levels. In addition to operating physical stores, they also supply community group purchases, self-service restaurants, and night market stalls. Indeed, the rise of these types of stores in recent years is tied to the pandemic. The Chinese government's stringent zero-COVID policy, which often results in city or household lockdowns, has led to a surge in community group purchases. Community officials often control these supply channels, and near-expiration goods have become the primary source of supplies. However, they sell these goods to residents at normal prices, providing a windfall for these local officials. Now, let's discuss toxic food. In previous videos, we've introduced gutter oil and Sudan red dyed duck eggs. Gutter oil is prevalent in China, with countless videos online showing its collection. Some restaurants even directly scoop gutter oil from trash bins for reuse. Others collect it for further processing before selling it in the market. Experts pointed out that during the purification of gutter oil, repeated high-temperature heating may kill bacteria, but the toxins released after their deaths cannot be eliminated. Furthermore, the high-temperature heating causes the molecular chains of fatty acids in the oil to break, generating numerous carcinogens. Research shows that even repeatedly purified gutter oil contains thousands of harmful substances. Short-term consumption harms the gastrointestinal tract, while long-term consumption may lead to cancer. Unfortunately, up to now, scientists have not found an ideal way to detect and distinguish gutter oil. Ordinary people can identify it by observing impurities, transparency, or unusual smell. The best approach, of course, is not to seek cheap alternatives and refrain from buying cooking oil from non-standard channels. Another widespread issue is substandard sausages. At some school gates and night markets, there are often stalls selling grilled sausages. The fragrant aroma makes it hard for children to resist, and these delicious treats, usually priced at about 5 yuan each, become the children's favorite snack. But if you watch the following video, you might never want to buy grilled sausages for your children again.
看完之后，你还敢吃不？首先，做肠的原料是市面上收购的各种肉，鸡肉、牛肉、猪肉都可能有，反正都是边角料。接下来就把这些不知名的肉用绞肉机绞成肉酱，绞到这样的状态，还真的分辨不出来到底是什么肉了。然后再把主要的材料淀粉搞里头，接着会把盐巴、味精、白砂糖倒进去，这些都还是比较正常的东西了。然后就是重头戏了，几种甚至是10几种香精，还有卡拉胶、挂耳胶、防腐剂、保鲜剂等等，通通倒进去。接着就是加入特殊的糖浆，这是为了让肠吃起来有一些特殊的甜味和香味。等几十种原料都完全融合在一起之后，就通过压缩机压成这样的肉泥。接下来就通过机器把肉泥灌入纤维素肠衣，这是为了固定好这个大杂烩肉泥。
Next up, knockoff foods. These are foods with packaging very similar to famous brands. The imitation is sometimes so perfect that not only the packaging, but also the names are eerily similar, easily confusing consumers. These foods generally come from small workshops, with poor quality and potential harm to the human body upon consumption. After seeing all this, don't you feel like it's a whole new world? Now, let's discuss counterfeit products sold on online platforms. With the development of the mobile internet, the integration of social platforms, e-commerce platforms, and content platforms has given rise to live stream e-commerce as a new product sales model. However, numerous consumers have reported problems with products purchased from these online platforms, including excessive false advertising and prevalence of counterfeit goods.
大家好，那2天不是看抖音说，人家卖那个鸭架是1块钱的一份鸭架嘛，然后给我儿子也抢了点。从视频上面看，那个鸭架是蛮好的啊，不知道实物怎么样。老铁们，我拿到这个鸭架了，给你们看看，就这么一点点的量，跟抖音上面宣传那个完全都不一样那个量啊。抖音上面看到的量都是够一个人吃饱的那个量了，然后量特别大。
今天我收到了一箱子的肉。是我在网上抖音商城购买的99块钱牛肋骨的肉，我先给你们看看啊，它的图片上面或者是直播里面有说的多么的好看，你看就是这样的，是不是特别的好看啊？是不是贼漂亮啊？然后你再来看看我买到的，巨臭无比，那臭就像什么？就像形容不出来呀！哎呦，然后呢，里面一丁点肉没有，你看骨头缝里面都给你剔得干干净净的。
The e-commerce platform Pinduoduo has been widely criticized for its sale of counterfeit goods. China's young people are increasingly fond of ordering food from delivery platforms, which is why there are more than 7 million delivery riders in the country. When you order takeout, you may assume that it's freshly cooked by the restaurant, right? In reality, it's not always so. The braised pork rice you order for nearly 30 yuan on a takeout platform could potentially be prepared from a meal pack that costs less than 5 yuan and simply heated up. Moreover, this meal pack might have been prepared a year ago. Would you still find it appetizing? In recent years, some takeout vendors, to save time and reduce costs, have opted to use semi-finished meal packs instead of cooking fresh. This has become a common phenomenon in the takeout industry. These meal packs offer a variety of dishes, priced between 3 to 10 yuan each, and some have a shelf life of up to a year and a half. Essentially, these meal packs are the artificially enhanced products we mentioned earlier, with flavors adjusted to be extremely enticing, such that consumers can't tell the difference. Why is there such a prevalence of counterfeit goods in China? This can be attributed to a trickle-down effect. The Chinese Communist Party, since its inception, has been riddled with corruption, lies, and deceit. Nowadays, this manifests as widespread fabrication in the news, statistics, and even in officials' academic qualifications. Under such a corrupt regime, coupled with its promotion of atheism, a widespread lack of faith and a focus on money and self-interest have arisen among Chinese citizens. This, in turn, has led to a multitude of unscrupulous merchants losing their moral compass and resorting to any means necessary for profit, making food safety an infinitely dangerous issue.